I'm Carl Dicapo, and I'm going to tell you stories about my marvelous book that just came out. I'm very proud of it. It's called The Italian Gardens, A History of Kansas City. Here are pictures of the Italian women. You know, you can say anything you want to about all these great men chefs. The Italians always had the women cook. They're great cooks, great cooks. Did they have recipes? 90% of them had this recipe in their head. They didn't have to look at books. Constant, you go through this. Here's some of the people that have been in our place. Jack Dempsey was there, and we got a picture of that. George Burns and Gracie Allen spent 1 week in our restaurant. They were here for the week, and they were down at the Lowe's Midland. Babe Saharias, she's great. She was a great athlete, one of the finest in the Olympics. She was there forever. The DeCastro sisters, three of them. There's one prettier than the other. Gina Lola Bridget. You want to see a beautiful lady? She was here. She was great. One night when I closed the restaurant about 1:30 in the morning, I'm walking up 12th Street. Normally I walk on that side in front of the Hotel Mulebach because there's a Greek fellow that was the doorman there. And he worked all night long because that's when they had business there. So I went up, and I asked him, how you doing, fine? He said, Carl, what are you doing? Were you busy tonight? We started talking. I see a fellow leaning against the wall like this, had his hat pulled down, his leg up, smoking a cigarette. So I said, who is that? That's Frank Sinatra. Couldn't sleep. So I went over and said hello to the man. He was a nice man. He was great. That time on, every time he came to Kansas City, we fed his entourage. The last time he was in town, we bought 100 tickets. And my sister, Carolyn Brevilla, just was in love with him since the time she was 16 years old. So what happens? We got these tickets, and she's sitting on the front row with her two daughter-in-laws. And about that time, here comes the gentleman that sold us the tickets. And he's a great friend, I can't think of his name right now. But he tells my sister, he says, when he starts singing My Way, that means that's the end of the song, and he's going through that tunnel there. If you want to sing, get up and go stand in the tunnel, and he'll have to pass right by you because his entourage will take him out. So she did. So she went in with her two daughter-in-laws, and they're standing there waiting, and he's singing My Way. When he finishes, here he comes, rushing through, and he's got all these guys around him, so no one could get to him. Well, he stops when he sees the three ladies there. So he said, ladies, did you see my show tonight? And my sister said, oh, Mr. Sinatra, she said, you were marvelous. She said, my name is Carolyn Brevilla, and I'm from the Italian Gardens. We brought your food there. Yes, I know the Italian Garden. He came over and grabbed her and gave her a kiss. And she walked 5 feet off the ground every day since then. But she was madly in love, and he was a great guy. Great guy.